I hope y'all can nest double E, because I need your eyes on me.
It's Madden NFL 23, and coming up, we'll see Mac Jones. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Patriots and the Ravens coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and, of course, leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run again with Harris, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Bird to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here come the Ravens, and that means here comes Lamar Jackson, league's MVP and an All-Pro in 2019.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with the option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Ravens at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How about get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 119 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Throwing Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The numbers for Hunter Henry from a week ago. 7 catches, 91 yards.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now. Number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leads.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's Bourne. Got it on the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this. DC.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That one. Nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. The deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Take it in at the 22. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Fulk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense going to take over late in this 1st half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, throw left side, complete. That's Andrews. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So on 3rd down, a field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So close to an NFL record, but denied by the crossbar.
And you have to feel bad for him, don't you? He squeezed every last inch out of that kick. Oh, I thought he had it, but you said it. He's denied by the cruel sound of the metal crossbar.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that will keep this a 3-point game. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Dobbins running out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off play action. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This returnable for Bird. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they... Now Jackson on 1st down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
People across the league have Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll take it down here just shy. Yard line. Four yards remain for 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter. Back now in Foxborough. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he will be very close to a first down. I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
New England's offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run again with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Gotta have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today, and try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Big third down, and you have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Here's Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Pass complete to Harris. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. To throw is Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Jones to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.